Is it Yampari?
On behalf of the people.
Alexander Hermanowski with and on behalf of Nam Yam Prai. Your Honor, we're here for, this is time and date set for pre-trial.
Can you have your client state their name, please?
Yes. Please state your name for the record.
Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, this is a time and date set for pre-trial. I've been in discussions with prosecution. We had a little bit of difficulty getting a video which really determines what's going to happen in the case. The video was finally made available to me yesterday, I believe afternoon. I haven't had a chance to review it yet. I'm asking for one last adjournment in this matter. 2 weeks should be sufficient.
August 16, 2023, 9 a.m. without objection, or as your Zoom invite indicates. Bond continued. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case People versus, is it Alda Motion? Asman? Excuse me.
On behalf of the people.
David I. Goldstein appearing on behalf of the defendant.
He is not checked in.
Your Honor, I spoke to him this morning. He seemed to think it was at 1:30. I tried to tell him it was at 12 o'clock and I just texted him again, so we could pass that for a few minutes.
I usually say no, but that was a good excuse. All right, I'll pass it. Court calls the case of the People versus Alexander Mooney.
Ray Rastinsky on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Calvin Hawthorne, appearing on behalf of Alexander Mooney, who will not be present. The last time we've had contact with him, Mr. Mooney indicated that he was being held in custody in Jackson County. I did call and confirm that information with a Deputy Wickham today. He is still in fact there. So we would request an adjournment and may need a writ.
2 weeks, so. August 16, 2023. Well, how long, Mr. Hawthorne, did they say how long he would be in?
They did not, but at this point, he's been in since June 7th.
Okay. Well, I'll go to the 16th at 9. All right. Thank you. Bond continued. Court does call the case, People versus Terrence Moore.
On behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Calvin Hawthorne, appearing with and on behalf of Terrence Moore. Mr. Moore, can you please unmute and state your name?
Terrence Moore.
Thank you.
All right, what do we?
Mr. Moore has provided us with proof of insurance. We've sent that over to the people.
Your Honor, Mr. Hawthorne, we have received that proof of insurance so that people would move to dismiss.
Case is dismissed. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case People versus Michael Olson.
Marie Rastinsky on behalf of the people.
Michael Gaddy, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Mr. Olson.
They are not Olson. They are not checked in.
Your Honor, we were going to ask for a new referral to a mental health court today. That could be a reason for his non-appearance. I'd ask the court to adjourn this matter.
Bench warrant will issue bond 5,000, 10%. That warrant will issue immediately.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case People versus Cynthia Pearson.
On behalf of the people.
Michael Gaddy, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Ms. Pearson, Your Honor.
Easier. Ms. Pearson, can you state your name, please?
Cynthia Pearson.
They're not matching today, really. Okay. All right. They're close, but not quite. All right. What are we doing on this case?
That, Your Honor.
That's better. There you go.
Your Honor, I believe there's been an offer to plead under the prosecutor's deferred program.
And that's what she wishes to do?
I believe so.
Yes, sir. Yes.
All right. All right. Ms. Pearson,
Honor-
can you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
State your name for the record, please.
Cynthia Pearson.
All right. Ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to the charge of retail fraud in the third degree. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, up to a $500 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $500, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Understanding all of that, do you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, I do.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, that you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
Because of that, you're giving up certain rights. You're giving up your right to call witnesses to speak for you at trial or to have this court compel their attendance. You're giving up your right to see, hear, and question all witnesses against you at trial. You're also giving up your right to be a witness for yourself or to remain silent, not have that silence used against you. And you're giving up your right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
And also because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. On August 25th, 2022, at the location of 771 Airport Boulevard, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, what did you do at the Costco store that makes you think that you're guilty?
I took some items and with my husband and put it in my purse.
All right. And you tried to walk out of the store without paying for them?
Yes, I did.
All right. You didn't have anybody's permission to do that, did you, ma'am?
No, sir.
These items that you put in your purse and tried to walk out with, these were items that were offered for sale by Costco?
Yes.
And was Costco open to the public at the time?
Yes.
All right. Counsel, have I complied with the court ruling? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Yes, Your Honor. I want to ensure that I have the correct plea. It was plead guilty as charged with prosecutor deferred with the restitution amount of 1,120. I don't believe
You didn't put the restitution on. What was the restitution amount?
1120, Judge.
I'm sorry. You
I
guys
believe it's
talked over each other.
1120. Is that correct, Ms. Prosecutor?
yes.
Okay, $11.20.
No, $1,120, Judge.
Okay, thank you. All right. So have I complied with the court rule, folks?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to this charge. Defendant is referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be September 13th, 2023, 9 a.m. or as your Zoom invite indicates. All right, bond will continue in this matter. All right, so before I send her to probation intake, because she's with Mr. Pearson, what are we doing on, I'll call that case, People versus James Pearson.
I believe he will be entering a plea under the deferred, prosecutor's deferred as well, Your Honor.
And Maria Rosinsky on behalf of the people for that case.
All right, thank you.
If I could ask the prosecutor, is the restitution joint and several in these cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Pearson, can you raise your right hand?
Yes, sir.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
State your name for the record, please.
James Pearson.
All right, you can put your hand down. Sir, it is this court's understanding you're going to plead guilty to the charge of retail fraud in the third degree. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days of jail, $500 fine plus court costs. Fine could be increased if 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $500, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind.
I understand.
Because of that, you're giving up certain rights. You're giving up your right to call witnesses to speak for you at trial or to have this court compel their attendance. You're giving up your right to see, hear, and question all witnesses against you at trial. You're also giving up your right to be a witness for yourself or to remain silent, not have that silence used against you. And you're giving up your right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily,
Yes, sir.
of your own free will,
Yes.
and because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes.
On the date of, just looked at the other complaint, August 25th, 2022, at the location of 771 Airport Boulevard, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan. What do you do at the Costco store that makes you think that you're guilty?
Took some items that were for sale.
All right. And so that we're clear, you were with your wife on that day, you put them into her purse and tried to walk out of the store without paying for them.
Yes.
And as you indicated, these were offered for sale by Costco.
Yes.
You did not have anybody's permission to take that property, did you?
No.
And the property you took was offered for sale by them. Is that correct?
Yes.
Actually, I forgot one. The store was open to the public at the time, was it not?
Yes.
All right. Counsel, have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to this offense. Defendant is referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be September 13th, 2023, 9 a.m. as your Zoom invite indicates. All right. Since both of you are here, I'm going to put both of you into a breakout room with our probation department. They'll get some information from you so we can proceed to sentencing. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. So if we could send them into probation intake, that'd be great. Court does call the case. People versus, does Nita, is it Reykjavik?
Marie Rusinski on behalf of the people.
Michael Gaddy, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor.
They have not checked in, Mr. Gaddy.
Yes, Your Honor, this was another case, a mental health court referral. I don't have any explanation as to Ms. Reykjavik's whereabouts.
And she customarily looks like appears, but I'm going to issue a bench warrant for defendant's failure to appear. Bond 5,000, 10% privilege. I'll have that warrant issued immediately. There has been a previous warrant. Thank you. Case of the people versus Jared Taylor.
Marie Rusinski on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Calvin Hawthorne appearing with and on behalf of Jared Taylor. Mr. Taylor, please unmute and state your name.
Can you hear me?
There we now we can. What's your name?
First name Jared, Jared. Last name Taylor, Taylor.
All right. What are we doing, counsel?
And I believe there's been an offer for prosecutors deferred. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Taylor would like to avail himself of that offer and will be entering a plea.
Taylor, can you raise your right hand, please?
Yep.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
State your name again for the record, sir.
First name Jared, Jared. Last name Taylor, Taylor.
All right. Sir, it is this court's understanding you're going to plead guilty to the charge of retail fraud in the second degree. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $2,000 fine plus court costs. Fine could be increased if 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $2,000, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that, sir?
I do.
Still wish to plead guilty?
I do.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, I do.
Because of that, you're giving up certain rights. You're giving up your right to call witnesses to speak for you at trial or to have this court compel their attendance. You're also giving up your right to see, hear, and question all witnesses against you at trial. You're also giving up your right to be a witness for yourself or to remain silent, not have that silence used against you. And you're giving up your right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that, sir?
Yes,
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
yes,
Are you on probation or parole?
no,
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead guilty?
no,
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you?
no,
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
yes,
And also because you believe that you're indeed guilty of this offense?
yes,
September 6, 2022, at the location of 3825 Carpenter Road, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. What did you do at the Meyer store that makes you think that you're guilty?
took merchandise that was for sale.
All right. So you picked up some merchandise, tried to walk out of the store without paying for it?
Yes,
All right. Store was open to the public at the time?
yes,
You didn't have anybody's permission to take that property, did you?
no,
And as you've indicated, that property was offered for sale?
correct.
And how are we doing this one? Had you previously been convicted on August 31st, 2010 of retail fraud in the third degree in this court?
I probably have. I don't remember, but I'm sure I have.
Okay. Counsel, would you stipulate to the previous conviction on August 3rd? Or is it August 3rd?
Yes, Your Honor.
August 31st of 2010. All right. Counsel, have I complied with the court rule and would it be proper to accept this defendant?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense is satisfied, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to this charge. Defendant is referred to probation presents for a pre-sentence report and investigation. Sentencing in this matter will be September 13th, 2023, 9 a.m. as your Zoom invite indicates. All right. And Mr. Taylor, Taylor, need
Yes.
you to wait for a moment. We're going to put you into a breakout room with our probation. Are they back on?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, can I ask the question, sir?
You can always ask. I don't know if I'll answer, but go ahead.
I wanted to try to find out what the court costs and court fines would be, or do I?
Okay, probation, once they meet with you, we'll talk that through with you, okay?
Thank you.
All right, not a problem. Just hold the line there and we'll get you into a breakout room.